What is your name?
Michael Horvath.
Michael Wood. Okay. What is information technology services?
Information Technology Services is the IT departments of Governor State University. It consists of help desk, network and server, application team, and telecommunications.
Okay. What are some challenges in healthcare technology?
Cost is always a challenge in technology. Technology is expensive and tends to go up in cost, not go down in cost. As new features come out, new features will cost more. As the older features get older, they do get cheaper, but then you don't want the old features, you want the new features. So why the hardware cost of technology for computers have gone down, but the new applications that you don't want to use are usually going up in cost.
So, I know that you technology for Governor State University. Um, do you think they would have the same challenges in the healthcare field too?
They probably have different types of challenges. Healthcare tends to be more private than state run, so it's what money they make. Um, so all the income that they get from all the insurance and all the medical bills and stuff go, a portion of that goes straight to their technology. Where here, coming off the state budget, you don't get you get a whole different aspect of being thrifty.
And the and the state sometimes go on a freeze, so sometimes you have to
Right.
wait on your income.
Right. I mean, like right now, we're in fiscal year 2016, but the budget hasn't been passed in the state yet. And so
Um,
since July, we've been operating strictly on tuition money without any assistance to the state.
oh wow. So what happened if you don't get the money?
Um,
Then what do you
the
do?
money has to come from somewhere to stay open. Plus,
Thank you. So you can't upgrade if you don't get the money, right?
well, right now we're pretty much in a state of freeze. So I mean, let everything run. Pray you don't need a big expensive fix.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer.
Right.
Okay, what are some benefits within healthcare? I mean, within information technology services.
Information technology services. I mean, some of the benefits we have, we do see a lot of the new stuff. Um, so it's nice to always see new things. And IT as a whole, you always want to stay with what's going on. So the benefit is it's not a stagnant industry. It keeps changing and evolving. So new things come out. And I'm sure that's true in healthcare as well. Where healthcare was 10 years ago, computer-wise, is definitely not where they're at today. I mean, we have MRIs that can be three-dimensional now. They have color, ultrasound, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they're evolving too.
So do you think on in healthcare administration, do you think they reap the benefit more than you do?
They have the money to do so, yes. So, depending on how much income they have, if you go to Christ Hospital, they're always at it.
But in some hospitals that's not willing to do that
Right,
though.
right. And it's up to their administration. But
Yeah. Okay. So for our fourth question, it well, I said in your own words, but social networking, do you think it is a risk or a reward in your field or in the healthcare field?
personally, I actually think there's a lot of risk in social networking.
I do too.
There's it's very easy to gather information on people. It's very easy to your friends put something up on their Facebook site, and then you go to get a job. The employer looks at your Facebook site, and there's your friend's picture that you wouldn't want them to see, and you might not get the job because of it. The types of risks that go along with that is I recently, just last night, I actually saw an article about the flashlight app on Android, and the flashlight app itself.
You know what? I was about to download that. What is
Well, the flashlight app just turns your light
to?
on to make it look like a flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Well, the top 10 apps all will enable your GPS, copy your contact information, sync you up to social networking, and all kinds of different things. So by you being social networked into Twitter and into Facebook and all these different ones, here's an app that all you wanted to do was turn on your light to see something in the dark, and it's uploading all your social networking contacts. And it doesn't have to be you could have done everything right. You did your research, find the app that doesn't do that, and your friend did it, and because you're tied into them via social networking, all of a sudden your information is being pulled using their access. So, so it has opened us up to a lot of different avenues of attacks and a lot of different risks.
But you know, like say, because I know you go to the doctor, they trying to put everything computer based wide. So they trying to do everything by social networking. Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
No, I think that's a bad idea. I mean, I think social networking is good in the aspect of sharing pictures of your family and talking to each other. But once you start putting personal information up in there, you're secure only as strong as the weakest link.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to a doctor who doesn't have the resources of like Christ Hospital or Chicago Heights or something like that, and you just okay, I did it. Now who's maintaining it? Who's watching to make sure it's secure? So they are making everybody unsecure because
But don't they hire guys like you guys to watch it?
no,
No.
no. If it's a mom and pop place or some real small shop, they're going to pay someone to get it up and running,
But not to maintain it.
not necessarily maintain.
Okay. Question 5. Within within information technology service, how do you all save on costs?
How do we save costs? We save costs by creating mechanisms in place that require less people. I'll give you an example on the help desk here, which I'm sure is true at any bigger hospital. When a new computer comes in, you load certain programs on there to make sure it's safe, make sure it's configured a certain way, it has a certain look, a certain wallpaper, logs in a certain way. Well, to hand load a Windows computer and load Office and everything, it probably takes about 4 hours when you're doing all the updates and everything. So for example, we create an image, and then we push this image down, and the image will do it in 30 minutes. And we can do more than one computer at a time. So we start it, we walk away, and it goes through an automated process, and it just ding, 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 ding. And it gets all done in 30 minutes versus 4 hours.
That's
So
good.
you create efficiencies by automating processes and save money.
Do you think they had that same look in the healthcare field?
It's a standard process now.
It's
so,
standard
yeah.
process. Okay. We're almost done.
Okay.
Question 6. Within information technology service, what are some qualities, good or bad?
Within information, what are some quality things? So I'm not quite sure what you're asking.
What are the like? You know how some jobs have good qualities and some have bad qualities within that department.
For most IT departments, a good quality is that it's evolving, it's changing. It's not like you get stuck in a rut too much. On the flip side, you end up in some places where they don't let you evolve and change as fast, so you do get stuck in a rut.
Do you get to bring your own ideas?
But I mean, it's
My last name is J-I-A.
good things and bad things can depend on where you work. I mean, the management style, the people you
Oh
work
yeah,
with.
but the
But
antivirus, the
overall,
software is all.
a good quality is it's always
It's
changing,
not
it's always
used.
evolving.
I
I
don't
personally
know.
like working with
One of my
people,
colleagues
so I
told
like
me
talking
no,
to
it's
people.
not.
And
We
so
don't
that's
use
a good
that
quality.
anymore. So I
The
want.
bad side of the same ability of talking to people is no one calls an IT department and says everything's great. Just gonna say that. They're always calling with issues, and
Yeah,
a lot of times
no,
they're aggravated
Thank you.
because they need to get something done in 10 minutes.
And
they
it
wanna
takes
know
time.
now.
It takes time. As the help desk manager, do you think um, there's a lot of access in information technology? Um, if yes, give me some examples.
healthcare industry, and probably, I mean, we have the ability here too, is you can work from home, essentially. I can do everything I can do here at home, except for visit someone face to face. I can remote in the computers, fix them remotely, talk to them over the phones. I don't have to come in to do most of my job.
Do you like that?
It's nice. Now the flip side is you have home distractions. If you're at home, your kids are home, you know, it's my computer, there's a video game right next to my work, you know. So distractions are there. There's no one watching you over the shoulder or walking by your office. But for the most part, I mean, a lot of access. Yeah, you can do most of the doctors can access medical records at home now. Patients can remote in or connect into their accounts, look at your prescriptions, get what records.
But do you think that's a good or a bad thing, though? Because is it a such thing as too much access?
As long as it's secure, you know. If it's information about me, if I was a patient, I would want access to it. But at the same time, I want to secure. I have to put things in place to make sure your username and password are secure, they're big enough, authentication is there. So it's a fine line. And that's true in every industry, not just healthcare.
Well, we have finalized our interview. Would you like to say anything to my class?
Good luck to you. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
The procedure for the laptop